Okay, okay. Parasite, how you doing? Round Duck, Mr. Forger, how's everyone doing on this fabulous Monday? Let me know if I should change the colors of the question up at the top there, or if the greenish yellowish works. So I already got the arena started, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Just gonna get some energy used up before I start going too far into it. TP took Omega to rank 5 after variant 6 and now took Clara to rank 5. I'm getting them fast now. Yeah, dude. Once you start getting characters, they come along pretty quick for sure. Okay. Okay. J-Rock, how you doing? How's your day coming along? So yeah, I'm just gonna. So what do we were at about 51 energy, so let's get that to about 30-ish, 40, and then we'll get back to the arena. I'll tell you my. Oh, well, that was not a good way to get things going here. I'll tell you my little screw up for the arena. I can't believe that I will never fight the Grandmaster ever again. Ever? Well, Summer of Pain, week 10 might have something to say about that if we ever see something like that again. Just working and lurking. How's that Omega Red treating you? So I took him to SIG 100. I was just going to go through probably the first 2 fights of ROL. And I think I got to finished Captain Marvel, and I was like, well, let me give Juggernaut a go. And Juggernaut was probably the slowest, and then oh dear, this is what happens when you don't concentrate. And then Rhino was really quick. Holy crap! Anyway, so I kept going, and I think for a rank 3, no, Aegon. Once Aegon is ramped up, he would be faster. But for the first couple fights, Aegon would have been slower. Cosmic Ghost Rider would probably be faster overall. But I was having a lot of fun going through it with Omega. And then I think did we have Mutant Combat on yesterday? Because for some reason I did some of this farming with Omega as well. But yeah, I'm quite liking it. I'm really glad I did that grind. I'm not really glad about how this start to this farming craziness is going, though. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wow, I might just no, I think I should be okay. It's a pretty fun fight. Yeah, once you get familiar with it, it's not a bad fight at all. It's just a matter of getting familiar with it and knowing what you've got to do and when you. And the approach for it is just basically looking at it as though you only do what you're told to do in a sense. Like it's not a normal, hit parry kind of fight. Yeah, you just basically go by what the prompts are telling you to do. I think I preferred that one over the Gwen Master. And I've only done Kang once. I like the Kang one probably more than Gwen Master or Grandmaster. The first time with Kang, though, I was having a hard time evading his L1, so I kept getting hit by it. But usually, the thing that was annoying was like I'd be going to Dex back, but it would be blocking rather than moving backward. So I kept getting power drained. So that was kind of annoying. But once I got the L1 down, yeah, the fight went a lot better. Monsieur Showers, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Come on. There we go. That'll make life easier here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to change those. Let me change those colors right now, actually. I don't think I care for the colors too much. Let's see here. Go for something like... Yeah, maybe that would be better. Don't know if that blue... No, that's too dark. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try it like that. There we go. Makes it stand out a little bit more. Is my understanding correct? Uncollected monthly EQ has 12k Pi champions, which I'm able to deal without revise based on my roster. So is epic difficulty shouldn't be much issue to me, right? Yeah, I don't know how they would compare. But yeah, it wouldn't necessarily be so much just the Pi, because it's the nodes that are present for the different stuff that's going to make the biggest difference. But I guess it would be kind of a suggestion as to how powerful your teams should be. Kinda. But yeah, I mean, the only way really to know is just to do stuff, and if you find it something that you're, able to get through. But if you're unsure, just start off with something like, start off easier with the easier versions. Like don't start at something you think might be harder. So yeah, start off easy, and if it's too easy, then move up. But if you're finding that you're using more resources than you'd want, then then probably go down a level. Yeah, no. So the suggested Pi for the content, it wouldn't take that into consideration. It's only looking at the level, the hero rating of the opponents, and then suggesting what your hero rating should be or whatever. Because I mean, if you think about it, right? Like LOL, I think ROL as well, but AOL, I think the Pi there is just like 99,000 or whatever, right? Well, obviously you're never going to get a team that's 99,000 like for yourself. So it's just suggesting like this is how much of a challenge the opponents are, kind of thing. Did you finish 7.3? I'm at 7.36. Did I? Yes, I did it. Was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. Must have been 2 days ago. Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. And then yesterday I did all of 7.3.1 except for the paths with T2A. I don't have any T2A in Overflow anymore, so I want to do probably one more rank 2. And then after that I'll be good to finish 7.3.1 and all of the Kang fights. And I shouldn't end up with too much T2A and Overflow. But anything else, any other chapters or any other quests, I would still need to be avoiding the T2A paths. Actually, the stuff that I did last night, I was a little bit surprised, because normally whenever I do stuff late at night, it doesn't work out too well. I don't think... I may have restarted one path, but all of what I did last night went pretty well. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't done a ton of 7.3, but for what I've done, I'm quite liking it. Okay, so... I was doing Arena for about 45 minutes, close to an hour, and I was running my 6 stars. So I always start off with my 6 stars so that they're off cooldown somewhat early in the evening. I'd run the R3s. I'd gotten through the R2s, and I'm like, that's weird. Normally, if I've done this many fights with 6 stars, my score is a little bit higher. I was only at around 2 million, and by that point, normally I'd be around like 4.5, 5 million. So I was like, oh, don't tell me I'm in the basic arena. So then I backed out, and at the time, the anti-venom image wasn't even there. It was just the Omega Red and then the 4-star Nexus. So yeah, I started off the arena today running my 6 stars in the basic arena. Because I like the first round, all of my arena was in the basic arena, right? So I was running the 5 and the 6 stars. So, oh dear. Namit, how you doing? Did I get the beta invite? I did. Well, I didn't see it. Yeah, I got the in-game mail about it. I noticed that some people got like a pop-up and just, the go now. I just got a in-game mail. No fancy pop-up for me. So what are you thinking of 7.3 so far, Parasite? Are you liking it? One of the paths at 7.3.1 that I did last night, before I got it, that was the path that I restarted. Yeah, that was the path I restarted. And when I restarted, I'm like, oh, this stuff is going to suck. I think I still used the same team for it. My problem is I'm just too used to arena fights that are done so quickly. So any fight that takes any length of time, I don't like. And then I feel like it shouldn't take long. But each fight was taking probably maybe about a minute and a half, which is not bad. But yeah, as I was getting through it, I lost 2 champions on the path. But I got to the boss and I was able to get the boss. I think I used the because I did the Ultron as the boss, and I'm trying to think because I brought in Red Mags and I don't remember if I needed a revive. But yeah, so I did 3 paths last night. I was only intending to do 1. But after I did that reset, then the rest of the path went really quick. And the boss was down pretty quick as well. So then I went for another path. And yeah. I don't know. I might try some of 7.3.2, but I'm going to wait to finish off 7.3.6 until a weekend and take off suicides. But yeah, I think with a Kang fight, having suicides off is definitely going to be the way to go. And I think I'm going to try it with King Groot. I've seen a couple comments now of people saying that he's quite good for it because he can't be power drained. And the annoying part of the Kang fight for me was phase 3, where you're always losing power. So if you can't be power drained, that wouldn't be an issue with King Groot. So, and I do have enough resources to take him to rank 2, and I have an overabundance of Cosmic T4CC. So that will be a useful place to apply those resources, I think. I should have recorded it. So I'd asked my BG of the champions that I had at rank 1 as 6 stars, who would be good for defense as a rank 2. And I asked a while ago, and I had just a little video of the champions that I had at rank 1. And they didn't respond anyway. So I re-asked the question last night, and somebody suggested MODOK. So okay, fine. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough Science T4CC to take him to rank 2. So started opening some T4CC crystals. I think I opened 40, and I didn't get a single Science T4CC. Oh man. Yeah, it was crazy. This is not the first time you were doing the thing. You should get used to it. For the arenas, I know, I know. No, with the arena thing, why it screwed up is it did screw up. I screwed up. It's simply because like the last 4 days, I only been doing that one arena, right? So that was the only arena I was thinking of. I was doing the Paradox, Knockout, and all the quests, so fun back-to-back SP3. It's like doing arena with no suicides on. I was using Warlock for 90% of the fights. T4CC struggle was real. Dude, I really should have recorded it. Like, I mean, I didn't expect it to be anything like that. I thought, maybe I'll open 25 or something. And I think I only needed 4 Science T4CC. But I figured, yeah, open 25 or so and I'll be good to go. But no, I opened 40. And I was getting frustrated. So, of course, rather than just saying, nah, screw it, I'll, there's no rush to get MODOK to rank 2. It doesn't even have to be for this season. So the smart thing would have been just to be like, screw it, I'll try it again over time or something. But no, me being impatient, of course, I went and traded in a bunch of the excess ones I had and then opened another 20. Oh, boy. Just now I saw the big question on the top of your stream. Should I take a look at the question on top? You tell him, Adam. You tell him. Nilo, how you doing? How you doing? The thing that was really weird about that parasite is, like, until the thing from the BG, I had no desire for Science T4CC because I wasn't thinking to rank anybody in Science.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I had no idea who they were going to ask or suggest, or even if they would anybody. So maybe if I hadn't have said anything and simply started opening the T4CC crystals, maybe it would have been okay. But yeah, Lucas, thank you for the follow. I think I'm gonna But I think that's the worst that I've had it for the T4CC. I've definitely opened a lot before and not got what I wanted. But I don't think I've ever opened that many and not got what I was looking for. What you got going down, Lucas? You doing some MCOC? We're just hanging out on the Twitchers. But yeah, so now I've got a few. Well, the one good thing from it, I got a bunch of mutant T4CC, and there are a couple mutants that I want to rank up. But the mutants are going to be. It's going to be a little bit of time. I think I'm going to probably take Cable to rank 2. I don't see ever using him outside of having him paired with Apocalypse, but there are definitely times where he's going to be a good option, and possibly times where I may need him to finish off a fight or something. We don't get what we want? No. Yeah. It's funny though, because there's been other times where I'm targeting like Mutant T4CC or Mystic, and I'll get a ton of Science. This time, I wanted Science. I was seeing everything but Science. I play MCOC. Have you been playing for a while, Lucas, or are you pretty new to the game? That's actually insane. 40 openings and not getting even one. I know, dude. And that's why I'm saying I wish I had recorded it. Because I kept looking to see if I was just missing it. But, and here's the thing that's weird, right? Like, there's 6 different classes. For the first 20 I opened, I only had 4 classes. Then I opened another 10 to get to 30. Then it was 5 classes, so I had to scroll over a bit to see the 5th. So I figured maybe, it was going to be 5 and 6, so like there'd be some Science, but nothing. And then the next 10, there's still nothing. And then that's where I started trading in what I had in excess. So. And actually, that's how I got the first 2 Science, was from the ones that I traded in. Because then you open a class and you get anything but, like you trade in the class, so that when you open those crystals, you get anything but the class you traded in. So, because I think I had 267 T4CC crystals, and then after this, I'm under 200. So. I've already got a 5-star Corvus Glaive and a 5-star Guillotine 2099. Not a bad way to start. Not bad at all. How long have you been playing, Lucas? Wait, Adam, you you recognized the question, but you didn't answer the question yourself. So what's your favorite TV show of all time? Of all time. And why is it your favorite? So yeah, we're not going to be running these 6 stars very long here because I've probably already gone through more than half of them. I'll be back in some time. Attack started. Need to assign pass. All right, man. I will be here. I will be here. How's, if you're still there, J-Rock, how's 7-2 coming along for you? Got a 5-star Man-Thing and Mole-Man? Oh. Mole-Man's quite good. Man-Thing's not bad. But I think Man-Thing is probably more, or Mole-Man is probably more applicable to things than Mole-Man. Than Man-Thing. Oh my lord. Okay. There we go. Going pretty well. Map 1 is 100%. Thinking about starting at Gwynmaster and working my way back now. Okay. Okay. But you've done the completion though, right? Like you fought her once already? Yeah, okay. The Gwynmaster, yeah, it's not bad. I think it was the first time I did it and the last time I did it, I had a rough time with it. And the last time, I think that's where she had the masteries. And that one really sucked. Okay. I didn't mind the Gwynmaster too much. Although the first time, it must have been me just screwing up, but it really felt like something wasn't working properly. Because, yeah, it seemed way harder than what I thought it should be. My first round was a little rough, but I was learning fight too, yeah. Hopefully the next few tries aren't too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's like the Grandmaster. The more you do it, the more you get used to it, so the easier it gets. Ooh. Okay. So do you want to get all of 7.2 done before starting 7.3? Or do you think you'll go through 7.3 before you've explored 7.2? I don't know how I feel about taking King Groot to rank 2, because it's mainly going to be just because of the Kang fight. I could see him being used other areas, though. So, and I mean, I know since the buff, he's quite a bit better. Although I don't know if that's saying much, considering what it was like before. I've only done the Grandmaster once, other than the Sword Pain one. Okay. Okay. think I'm going to do completion of 7.3, then probably finish exploring 7.2 and so on. Yeah, and I think too, it's good to get those rank 1 to 2 gems, not necessarily to use it right away, but just to have it there so you know you don't need to use resources for at least, those classes. And now I have the beta for 7.4. It's lots of stuff to keep you busy, eh? Yeah. I think I've only participated in those betas once. Usually I'm not even able to log on to the beta. But there was one time where I was able to get into the beta, and I think it was the one for 7.1. But I was able to get into it. I didn't really do any fights. I more looked at the nodes. And outside of that, yeah, I've never really made any use of having the beta access. Ooh, I've got to remember before or I guess after the stream, I need to rank up. I've only got one mutant to rank up, and I don't have any resources or one mutant to level up, I guess. I don't have any resources to rank up any others because I used all my T4B. I did a bunch of rank ups yesterday just to get the T2A out of overflow and used up, so. I did a good bit in the 7.1 and beta, but didn't touch 7.2 or 7.3. Yeah, I think the reason I was looking at the 7.1 beta was because I was planning to do that as a Legends run, which even having the beta access didn't help me out at all. And then 7.2 and 7.3, yeah, I just didn't bother whatsoever. Did not bother. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so I should probably get out of that because. Yeah. Alright. So, yeah, not going to be running the 6 stars very long here at all. I think the last time something like that has happened was I was going for Mr. Negative. Yeah, I wanted to get Mr. Negative as a 5-star because I had a bunch of science resources that I wanted to use up. And I had started in the basic arena rather than the featured arena. So basically it was the same thing as this time. That one, though, I went a lot further before I realized. I think I went about 7 million into the basic before I realized I was doing the wrong arena. I don't know how that happened. And this one wasn't so bad. It was just a matter of more just having used the 6 stars. But yeah, it's fine because like the 6 stars will still be off cooldown relatively early, and and we're at the point now where it's only about 3 and a bit runs of the 6 stars to get the top 5%. So, oh yeah, you got them from the Well, congratulations. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Come on, just keep blocking. Keep blocking. Go back to blocking. One more time. Should have known. No. Let me see if this is gonna. Should be okay to get him. Maybe not. Oh dear. Come on. Yes, okay. Hang on, I'll be right back. One moment. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna need to change. Oh, hang on, I can change that right now. Here. Yes. There we go. Well, I guess I could leave the question as it was, but here we go. He's a lot of fun. I like his animations. I haven't read his info. Mm-hmm. Are you planning to go for Nala's 5-star as well? What was the screw up? The screw up was I was running the wrong arena for about 45 minutes to an hour. I was running the 6 stars in the basic arena. Because round 1, I was going for Omega Red in the basic arena, so all of round 1, I was only in the basic running the 5 and the 6, and I just continued doing that in round 2. So yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out I was in the wrong area. Probably pop 5 caps for him, and if I don't get him, then I'll go for the 5-star. Okay. Look at you, becoming an arena grinder. All right. Yeah, I think for 2021, I am done going for champions from arena. I don't. If it was like a featured 5-star, wouldn't be too bad, but yeah, even a basic 5-star wouldn't be too bad. But definitely not any 6 stars. I don't really know what I'm gonna do if I see Ghost or Nick as a featured 6-star though, because I want both of them duped. They're both gonna go, a fair bit over 100. I can do about 100 without any refreshing, but anything over that is gonna cost. And to do 30 million from refreshing is gonna be 5,000 units. So, and I'm pretty sure they would both be over 130. So I'd be having to use a little bit more than 5,000 units. I'm gonna have another 1,000,000 battle chips to open soon. Hopefully that will get me over 30,000 units. But I don't really want to be spending units until after Cyber Weekend. It's definitely not as bad as I made it out to be in my head. The 5-star, yeah, no, it's not. Not for the featured, because you're getting all those points with the 6 stars. But trying to get even trying to get a 5-star from the basic can be kind of annoying. And I mean, you don't really want to use your 6 stars there. And for a 5-star from the basic, you probably don't need to, depending on how many 5 stars you've got. But if you're really going for that 5-star and you want to put up as much as you can, and you are running your 6 stars there, it just makes it so tedious. It makes it a little bit painful. Yeah. Did you stream any of your arena, J-Rock? So I know I'd been on your stream not long ago, but I don't think it was arena. A little bit of tea. Yeah, see, I'm already over 2 million here. Whereas, and I've only been going for about half an hour. Whereas I was just hitting 2 million at about 45 minutes. Oh, man. Because what I've started to do now, so I used to run the 6 stars, like as soon as the arena was available, run the 6 stars, and then get the 5 stars started. But what I started doing now, I'm running the 6 stars, and then I'm getting into the summoner trials. But now when I run my 5 stars, I try to run them all. And by running them all twice is usually good. So I'll be a little bit later getting to the Summoner Trials for the first time today. I ended up just sitting and watching TV while grinding. Yeah. What were you watching on TV? On the telly. I don't know why I'm speaking with a British accent. Yeah, I watched from season 3 to the first 3 episodes of season 5 of Rick and Morty during the Omega Red grind. So yeah, there's a fair bit of time streaming and a fair bit of time on the couch watching TV. Which I don't know. I'm gonna have to find something new once I finish season 5. Gonna need a new show to be watching when doing the grind. But usually I want something where I don't really need to pay attention to what's happening, where it's more so I could just listen to for the most part. Was binging a show called Roadkill on Motor Trend and watched a good bit of football. Okay. Okay. Have you seen Squid Game? So apparently that's the most watched show on Netflix this year. I think they're suggesting it's looking like it's going to be the most watched show on Netflix ever, which is pretty crazy. It's a little bit funny too, because the hype about it reminds me of the hype for Tiger King a couple years ago, because that was really hyped up too. And I watched Tiger King, and it did not deserve the hype. Because I mean, all Tiger King was just people doing a bunch of nonsense. I haven't actually. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah, it's an interesting show, and I think it's good for conversation, kind of like, you know, what would you do type of thing. But I don't think it's all that out of the ordinary necessarily. My wife watched Tiger King and she was pretty disappointed, so I didn't bother. Yeah. Have you tried Q-Force or Solar Opposites? Never heard of them. I watched the recent episode of Foundation last night. That the show's not that confusing, but I think it's just that I'm not paying attention when I'm watching it. But I get the overall gist of what's going on. Good show. Solar Opposites, kind of similar to Rick and Morty. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be. What do I have? I don't have any full shows currently. Yeah, I don't have any full shows that I haven't watched yet that I want to. I'm gonna restart The Walking Dead at some point. That's gonna take quite a while to get through. I kind of want to wait until that's done, though, until the show is actually done. And I think the season that is airing now is the last or the second last. So I'll probably wait a while yet. Although I think there's what, like 10 seasons already, so that would take me a fair bit of time to get through. But I think that'd be an okay one to be doing Arena while having on in the background. The Walking Dead is still going on? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I have seen Fear the Walking Dead. I did not watch much of it though. And I feel that one will go longer than The Walking Dead. Well, The Walking Dead is said to be done like the next season, or I don't know if it's the season that's airing right now, or if it will be the next season. But The Walking Dead should be done soon, you don't need to watch them like in order or anything. So, but yeah, I want to watch something that's going to take me a long time to get through. Which The Walking Dead is and I only watched up to like season 5, so. There's obviously a lot that has happened in it that I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to start right from episode 1. I'm back. Just completed Uncollected Monthly EQ completion. Only fave TV show of mine for all time is Sarabi versus. Okay, it's Indian highly underrated TV show. It's kind of our friends here. Okay. Is it something that's still on, or is it something that you used to watch but doesn't like? There's no new episodes of. Yeah, see, I don't know. I wasn't watching The Walking Dead when Negan. Like, I knew who he was, but I wasn't watching it. The last big bad when I was watching it would have been the governor. I think it was the governor. So there would have been a few times where I was at my brother's, and he's been watching it consistently all along. So he would have been watching it. So that's why I would have known of Negan. But yeah, I didn't. I was regularly watching it when he came about. And I think there's supposed to be like a couple movies too when it's all like when the series is done, which fair enough, but obviously I would assume that means that the series isn't really going to wrap anything up. It's not on and may not get any further seasons. It has just 2 seasons. First was in mid 2000s, and the second was in mid 2010. Okay. So I think my favorite show from when I was a kid until like relatively recently was a show called Knight Rider. No, not Knight Rider. Street Hawk. Knight Rider was the one with the talking car. But Street Hawk was this guy had like a souped up motorbike, and I think it had like guns and missiles and all this kind of stuff on it. I also really liked Airwolf when I was a kid too, which is funny because I think Airwolf now, the tech on the helicopter from Airwolf is so irrelevant because you've got helicopters now that are so much more advanced than that anyways. But anyways, yeah, so Street Hawk was my favorite show as a kid. And then there were lots of shows here and there that I liked and stuff like that. But I think, and it's a show now I've watched twice all the way through and once probably about halfway. Stargate Universe. But yeah, I really like that show. And it got canceled after the second season, which, man, that pissed me off. The thing that annoyed me with that was I watched the first 2 Stargate series, Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis, and they were both good sci-fi series. I liked them, but they were a little bit hokey, a little bit humorous, which is fine. But Stargate Universe was more a darker, a little bit more of a serious tone, and yeah, I really liked that, and I liked the idea of it as well. But I think what happened there was people that were fans of that franchise, they were used to like the little bit of humor that was part of SG-1 and Atlantis, and because Universe didn't have that, so it wasn't as popular with the fans of the franchise for the most part. But yeah, I just thought it was such a good show. And it wasn't that it was like suspenseful or anything like that. It was just the stories and the concept of, what was happening in the show, I guess I really liked. Hey, AC, how you doing? How's your Monday coming along? I'm doing okay. What about you? When I was growing up, I used to watch Drake and Josh, that kid band TV show, and one more, I'm forgetting the name, where the family has the robot and father keeps upgrading him. Huh. Okay. At the hospital, so not great. Oh. Sick or an accident? Ooh, should I have been mixing in? No, wait, no, that's fine for... Yeah, I don't necessarily need to mix in the low 6 stars. We'll be okay. Do you have to pay for Wi-Fi at the hospital, or is that like just free Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi. Fell off my bike and can no longer walk? That's no good. How long you been there? Like bicycle or motorbike? Free Wi-Fi? Okay. Uh, 1.5 motorbike? Ah, okay. Well, hopefully you get better quick. Were you still working, or had you... Oh yeah, I guess I haven't talked to you for forever. But you had your first job not too long ago, and then I think you went into something else. You were okay. So do you still have your car, or did you trade that, like sell that for a motorbike? Or did you have both? And how long are they expecting you to be in the hospital? Like, work at you. Okay, so you're still at the yogurt factory. Okay, finished the day, left work, wheel slipped while turning. Okay, okay. So then the bike fell on you, kind of. So my car got a bike. Okay. Yeah, let's use some of the... Well, I mean, these are all low rank 6 stars now. I don't like any of this nonsense. Oh, damn. She was not messing around there. There we go. And that should be in. Yeah. Good. So have they told you how much longer you're going to need to be there, or it's kind of a wait and see type thing? What would you say is the easiest symbiote path to repeatedly farm for the side quests on Legendary? I've only done 2 so far. I've only done the one with Agent Venom. That's not the easiest. And then I've done the one with Symbiote Spidey, which I streamed it yesterday, and I made it look a hell of a lot harder than it is. But that one's not too bad either. I don't think... So I think every time I fought Symbiote Spidey yesterday, I used at least 1 revive. I fought him 3 times before yesterday, and I never died. So I was using Sun Shi though, which you start off with the slow, and yeah, it takes care of his evade for the rest of the fight. But yeah, it's not so much the easiest path because it's the resources that you're going after, right? So yeah, it really depends what resources you want because that's what you would be focusing on. But yeah, I haven't looked at any others, and I won't. I'll just be doing the Symbiote Spidey one because I might do the Symbiote Supreme if I'm close to forming a T5B. But other than that, it will just be Symbiote Spidey I'd be focusing on. And I need to be getting through some of the EQ though, because we've only got a little bit more than 2 weeks, and I haven't explored any of it. I've got a fair bit of Cav done. I haven't started Uncollected at all. And, well, Master's fine, because Master I could auto-fight. I'm just wanting the 25 selector from Null? Okay. I'm going to have to do the gold one for a little while, down to 14k. Ooh, snap. Okay. Well, the Day of the Deadpool probably did you well, though, I hope. I'm assuming that's where your gold went. Yeah, that would have taken a fair bit of gold from a lot of people for sure. Yeah, I think probably I think it's probably that the Agent Venom one is the hardest, and then probably everything else will be down from there, I would think. But if you've got somebody to counter evading, I think the Symbiote Spidey would be pretty straightforward. My problem, I don't know what was going on yesterday. It was probably just me, but at least once it was like I had my finger on the phone. I didn't move my finger, but I dashed in. But I kept getting hit by his the second hit of his L1. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. Okay, good. So we're not going to have any double classes for the final fight. Good. I always try to have different classes on the team. It frustrates me if I mistakenly have 2 of the same class. Sometimes if there's a class arena battle, I'll just run that specific class for a few fights. But usually I try not to. Yeah, so because of running the 6 stars in the wrong arena, I'm 4 million off, so we'll have to do probably 4 runs of the 6 stars to get the top 5%, which is fine. Ten more 6 stars, and I'll be putting up 10 million points per run of 6 stars, which will be nice. And at that point, I should only need to run them 3 times to get the top 5%. I still can't believe I started off doing the arenas that way, man. Oh boy. Come on. I must not have hit the help button at all through this this bit of a session. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's great. Great. What the heck? Why? Hang. This should all be in dark. Okay. Let's get into here. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. Jeez. That was bright. Okay. So, Adam, have you figured out what you're going to do for the side quest? Which difficulty you're going to run? Or are you going to just try one and go from there, kind of thing? Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. Epic now. Feel confident after I did Uncollected EQ with 2 revive on null at the end. Okay. Okay. So then, if you find Epic to be quite easy, will you try the next difficulty, or you'll just stick to Epic? Okay. Now we'll get into the basic. Okay. Sticking to Epic for the next 3 to 4 months? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, the best way to go there. Oh, that is... Okay. Okay, so... Okay. Once I have some handful of 5-star or 4 or even 5, then I will start for capture. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense too, right? Like, people who've been playing for a while, that's kind of how you would have had to have done it, really. Because Uncollected or Cav wouldn't have even existed at the time. So, yeah. By the way, was that side boob I saw in your thumbnail yesterday? Yeah. So, I think most people that came to the stream, that's what brought them in. Which the first time I had done that, that was kind of the point. That was last year, kind of around. No, a little bit later than. No, yeah, it would have probably been last October. Um, and last year, I think I had the title as like side questing or something like. Well, yeah, I had side questing there too. But yeah, so the idea is, you got the side eye from the dog, the barn side, and then yeah, you mean, may as well have some side boob mixed in too, right? So yeah. I think some people, because like normally for the title of the stream or whatever, you just title it with whatever the content is called, right? You wouldn't necessarily call it side quest or whatever. Because there were a few people that are like, oh, what is this? There were definitely a few like, oh, what's the deal with the thumbnail? But yeah. And I was going to do the cosmic horror, but I didn't realize, like, basically do that. You're better off just waiting till you've got the summon symbiote maxed out and then doing it once. Because you have to do the first path, like, each time. It's not like you could select the difficulty. So yeah, so I figured I'll just wait until the summon symbiote is maxed out and then go ahead and do the cosmic horror quest. I had done the first path. I don't know if I did it with the symbiote at rank 1 or rank 2, but at the time, yeah, I didn't even realize that you'd have to go back in and do that first path each time. So, which I'm pretty sure once you've got them at rank 5, it's going to be fine. Do you have to defeat each boss as well? No, I think it's like you target which resources you want. I think. Let me look at that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So most likely, like if you want the max, yeah. So if you want the highest, the selector and the 10k shards, you'll have to do every path. You wouldn't need to do the boss every path because once you do the boss, then you're done the quest. So. It's like the boss rush type of stuff, where you can either pick to go directly to the boss or to increase the difficulty. Redwood, how you doing? How is your Monday coming along? What you got going down? Oh, crap. Yeah, just as I was letting go, I wasn't sure. Yeah. I shouldn't have bothered for the power drain. What? Let me see. I think. Oh, I don't know if I was still in the. Oh no, I might still have been in the farming quest, so I won't be able to look. Let's see. Save the streak. Yeah. Okay, so we're still here. Just chilling on this Monday afternoon for now. Very good. Very good indeed. Now every time I go into arena, I gotta think about which one I'm doing. Yeah. Ooh, hang on. Okay, okay. The only time I really lose my streak is if I'm going for a champion. There's definitely been a couple times just on a regular grind I'll lose my streak, which I don't mind that so much because you're not putting up that many points. But when you're trying to go really high, if you're trying to get a champion and you lose the streak, it sucks. Marvel, how you doing, Monsieur Odin? How's your day coming along? Let's do. Nope, not that. Not that. That. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I want to see something. If I get to 10 spores, it's not going to happen. Yeah, okay. I wanted to see if the spore damage would be decreased a fair bit if I trigger. Wow, I can't even think of it. If I trigger invulnerability or the shield, I think it also decreases the damage you take from dots. How you doing, Dan? What you been up to? What you been up to? Pretty good. Now, are you going to get a strike for playing with your wicked thing? No, if I were going to get any kind of strike recently, it would have been for thumbnails, probably. Which, I mean, I don't know. I would assume that you could get like notifications from YouTube in regards to images, absolutely. But I think it's easier for them to pick up on sound. Like you're playing copyrighted music or whatever you're speaking about or whatever. I think that would be more likely to be problematic than the images. Which I think why people who do like trailer reactions and stuff, it's very small clips that they'll play with sound, or they don't have sound at all sometimes. Okay. Well, tea is done. The tea is done. So considering how I screwed up with the arena, I should be able to actually put up 5 or 6 million for my first run of the 6 stars in the basic. Because yeah, I haven't run any 5 stars here other than now. We don't know who's in the featured arena for Thursday, do we? We know the basic. I think the basic is Silver Centurion. I'm drinking some good old Southern sweet tea. Probably going to be bouncing off the walls from all the sugar. So I've never really been much of a coffee or tea drinker. When I was working... No, I actually didn't really drink coffee that much. I did drink coffee sometimes just to waste time, basically. Like if it was close to the end of the day, I'd have a cup of coffee for 15 minutes to make the coffee, go get the blow, whatever. And then I used to have this energy tea. So after work, I'd usually go to the gym and I'd have a cup of this energy tea about an hour before the gym. And I don't even know if it really made any difference. Uh, but yeah, I'm probably much more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. When I was in the, I think no, I was a bit of a tea drinker before being in Nepal, but there were some kind of neat teas in Nepal, like milk tea, and um, I think that was usually what I would have if I went somewhere. And then when you were up in the hills, yeah, you wanted a lot of hot drinks for sure. I start every day with coffee. It's basically a way of life. I think that's most people. Yeah, I think most people get first thing to get started for the day, either before they leave for work or the first thing they do at work is get that cup of coffee going. I had boba tea for the first time the other day. Okay, like with the little like kind of balls of licorice kind of thing. What'd you think? Did you like it? Oh wow! I guess I'm gonna be fighting a doom here. I guess so. Yeah, I used to go with my niece and nephew twice a month. We'd go out for boba tea and get something to eat. The first few times I had it, I liked it, and then I don't know. I didn't care for the little balls. And I think like the last few times that we went, they would get the tea. I probably didn't get anything to drink. I had to get something to eat, but. This kind had little balls with the syrup in it, so they would pop and you'd get the flavor. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't remember how I had the first time. I remember the place that we went for the tea. I think it was a Korean place, and they served the boba tea, which was probably the main draw for the place. But they also served food. But just across the street from them was a Vietnamese place, and I think the first time I had the tea was at the Vietnamese place, but they only had a couple of selections, and it wasn't spectacular. Because it was just like just a drink. It wasn't their main thing. Um, and I think it was my niece that suggested the other place that was their main thing, and yeah, it was not too bad. Not too bad at all. But we haven't been out. Geez, I guess the last time we would have been out would have been no, close to 2 years, I guess. Yeah, yeah. And then only a couple weeks ago, went to a movie, which was the first movie in a theater in a year. Oh, I'm looking forward to going to Dune, though. Go see that in the theater for sure. I don't know. I don't think I'll see the Eternals in the theater, though. Probably stream that. I think it's okay, but I want to try some of the other kinds before I make a solid opinion. Yeah. Oh, come on. Cameroon, man. Cameroon. So did you have it as like with a meal, or you just had the drink? Because I don't know if it's really something you would have with a meal. kind of like its own thing, I suppose, really. Or like a dessert drink type of thing. Oh, snap. That's what you get for not paying attention. Okay, this is going to come close. No, we got him. We got him. Went there after lunch just to try it? Okay. Yeah, I would have thought that with being home all the time over the last year and a bit, I'd have been eating healthier, because definitely wasn't eating out much, but probably wasn't eating any healthier either. Okay. Have you been to any movies lately, J-Rock? They had some of the milk teas with yogurt balls. Probably going to try one of those next. Okay. Look at you, all adventurous. So if you go out to eat, what kind of food do you usually go for? Or is it just dependent on what you... Oh, crap. I went to dash back and he just stood there. Took my kid to see Boss Baby 2. Does that count? Sure. You went to a movie. But hopefully your kid doesn't get any ideas after seeing the movie. Go home and your kid starts bossing you around. Or maybe they do that already. He already bossed me around. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you may have picked up some new tricks, though. Are there any movies you're looking forward to seeing, or nothing that's really got you too interested currently? Yeah. Oh, either way, I don't like that, really. This would make the most sense, though. But... well, it should be fine. It should be fine. If not, I'll blame J-Rock. Do you prefer J-Rock or JonTron? Or it doesn't matter? And either way, it's probably... I'm probably just going to call you J-Rock because I'm not going to remember not to. Nothing I'm too worried about going to the theater for. I usually wait and just watch them at home. Yeah. Yeah, with my old roommate, like, I think he just liked going to the theater just to get out. Because we went to some movies that were so bad. Because normally, if I go to a movie, it's usually something I really want to see. But, yeah, like Friday, Saturday evenings, he'd be like, oh, you want to go for a movie? I'd be like, sure. And I wouldn't really care what it was, right? Like, just to get out, have some popcorn or whatever. But one we saw was, what was it called? The Bad Samaritan? Good Samaritan? Bad Samaritan? Oh, man, that was so bad. Oh. J-Rock is good? All right, all right. But I think the worst movie I've ever seen in the theater was The Thin Red Line. It's an old It's an old war movie. It came out around the same time as Saving Private Ryan, and you feel like the movie has just started to get going, and then it just ends, and it's like, what just happened? What did I just watch? Oh man, that was bad. I don't know why I went to it. Oh no, I know why I went to it. I think I went with a girl from school at the time. Yeah, because yeah, we'd also gone to see Meet Joe Black, and I felt the same way about that one. Like, why did I? Why? But that one was okay. But the Thin Red Line was so bad. I think the worst movie I've ever seen in theater was Nacho Libre. Okay, I know the name, but I've never seen it. Yeah, because I mean, usually, like, if you're gonna go to the theater, you're looking at a fair bit of money, right? Like for the ticket, if you're gonna get some food, um, and just to get it, all that, the outing, right? So you want it to be something good, worthwhile. Um, yeah, I think my brother will want to see The Matrix 4 in the theater, which uh, I liked the Matrix movies, but I was never a big fan. And other than going with him, yeah, I wouldn't be too fussed about seeing that in the theater. I'd be fine to watch that at home. Same with the Spider-Man movie. I'm not. I'm pretty indifferent about that. And then we went to Shang-Chi, but that was more just to get out because, yeah, that was the first movie since a year and a bit. I wouldn't mind watching the next John Wick in theater, actually. Okay. I wonder if they had any idea that that was going to catch on when they came up with the first one. Same with the Fast and Furious. Like, those are both movies that I think would have been fine just to have the one movie. They're good movies. They're good series. Fast and Furious has gotten a little bit crazy now, though. Um, the John Wick ones, though, are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if they expected that they would have so many follow-ups. I think that was going to do anything. But not to Troy, not to Troy. How old's your kid? What was your favorite movie to watch in the theater? Um, Maybe Willow. And that's from a long freaking time ago. But I think that may have been the first like big time movie I ever saw in a theater. So um, I grew up in northern Canada, um, like a small town. It's about 3,000 people. The only way in and out is by airplane. There's no roads connecting it. There's not very much there. And growing up, there was even less. Like I think growing up, there might have been two restaurants, but there's no movie theater, no bars, nothing like that. So we would have probably been on vacation, and I don't know if we would have gone with family, maybe. But yeah, and I don't even think I knew of the movie, but I think it was probably, yeah. If we went with family, it was probably one of my cousins wanted to see it, and for the longest time, though, that was my favorite movie. Uh, so probably that, kind of because of the experience, like that was one of the first ones that I ever seen. Um, I also really like District 9. But that wasn't necessarily because of the theater. I think I liked it because I just liked the movie. Uh, but the first time seeing that was in theater. And Endgame. I feel like Endgame was something that you had to see in theater. I think the first one, just Infinity War, would have been fine seeing from home, but Endgame, especially the last like half hour, just felt so epic. So you needed that big sound and the big screen to really get it all in. I never had the opportunity to see Avatar in the theater again because of where I grew up. That would have been something that would have been cool to see in theater, though, I think. And I think the first time I watched Avatar was a bootleg version. So it did not look very good at all. I want to say Inception left the biggest first impression on me. Okay. Because you didn't know what the hell was going on, or you just thought it was well, yeah, I guess there were some scenes in there for sure that would have been pretty epic on the big screen, though, eh? I watched Endgame in theater, went back a couple times. Yeah, I think. Yes, I watched Endgame. So the first time I saw it, I think I may have gone on my own because it was like. Well, at first you couldn't get seats to see it, right? Like it was sold out everywhere, and I think it was like the first like almost month here. But I think I went to see it on my own, and then I went again with my brother, and no, yeah. So I only saw it twice in the theater. I also saw Black Panther twice in the theater as well, and I think that may have been the same thing there. First time I went on my own just to avoid, so I didn't have spoilers like online or whatever. And then the second time I would have gone with my actually I think the second time it was everybody, like my brother, sister-in-law, their kids. Yeah, it was a whole outing kind of thing. Black Panther I thought was okay, but come on, man. Oh crap, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Come on. I think it's still my nephew's favorite movie, actually. But I think no, I probably remember more so the bad movies in the theater more so than the good ones. Although, yeah, like what the hell? The Thin Red Line and Bad Samaritan. Like those two, I wish I had my $12 back. The Thin Red Line was the first movie where I ever felt like walking out of a theater. Not because I was like upset with it, but I just like nothing is happening. Why am I here? The rotating fight scenes were crazy. Yeah. I need to watch that again, actually. That and Interstellar. I need to watch both of those two movies again. Oh, so for Inception, at the end, do you think he was still in a dream? Battle Los Angeles was a crazy good movie to watch in theater too. That I watched on TV. Yeah. But I could see that being a good one in the theater. If I had been somewhere that there was a theater, I would have watched it in theater. But yeah, I was in the north, so that was not an option. Not an option. There were two, because there was Battle Los Angeles, and there was another one that was like an alien invasion in LA, and I think they were like like back to back. One of them ended up with a sequel. I don't remember which one, but the sequel picked up right where the first one ended. Yeah, and I don't remember which one it was. So whichever one it was, the first one ends where I think it's the main character, but it's a character who gets like dumped into an alien ship, and the sequel picks up right from there. But yeah, I don't remember if it was Battle Los Angeles or the other one. It's funny how movies kind of go in phases, though. Like, they seem to go in certain themes. Like, if it's a disaster theme kind of year, well, you see several of them. If it's a superhero or alien invasion, then you're going to see, you know, a bunch of around the same time. I think he was still dreaming, but it didn't matter because he was happy. Plus, it would leave it open for a sequel if they ever wanted to. Yeah. Because that was the big thing when that movie was out, right? Like, people were like, "Oh, is it? Yeah, like, was he still dreaming or whatever?" Which I think I'm going to make an assumption that you'd seen Lost. Because the end of Lost, I think they actually did wrap things up. Like, you knew what had happened or what was going on. Which is kind of funny for such a convoluted, confusing show. I think the ending kind of left things settled. Oh, that was too quick, but we got a little bit of a bailout there. And that was too slow. Yeah, win. Relentless, how you doing? How you doing? How was your weekend? The question is now, do I take it to the 5 million because we're going to have the extra champions, or do we just finish it off at 4? May as well take it to the 5, and then we only got 3 more to go, so maybe I'll get the basic completely done today. Doing it good. About to take my lunch in 15 minutes. What are you having for lunch? What you got to eat? Almost didn't catch him there. He almost got away. Not quite. The weekend was not long enough. But it was cool. Got to 736 and stopped. Okay. So you've paused at Kang, have you? All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So I've done the initial clear. So I fought Kang once, but I think the next 5 times I'll wait until a Sunday when there's no arenas going, and take suicides off, and yeah, I just knock out those 5 and get that quest done. I was going to get some stewed pot roast. Ooh, look at you. Oh, snap. There we go. There we go. Don't know if I want the unit deal. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think it's... See, so the thing for those type of things, because it's mainly like revives and health pots, right? Like there's the 25% T5CC selector. I think it's only 3,500 units, so it's not a ton of units, but I mean the high level health pots and revives, which absolutely would come in handy to finish it off, to finish off 7-3. The only thing is with something like that though, it's stuff that you're gonna get just by playing the game. Not as high a level, like not the level 5 health pots or level 6 or whatever they are. But it's also things, if you've got time, you could just farm. So I was gonna hold off on doing completion because of that, and then the day one, whoever finished, it was Seaton or Karate Mike or whoever finished, and then you saw the unit deal, and I was like, nah, it's not something I would wait for or I would want to get. So yeah. The T6. Oh yeah, I suppose that would be a thing. If you're close to an R4, then the T6B and the T3A would probably have more value. Like I'm nowhere close to an R4, so the little bit that's provided there isn't that appealing. Now, what you get? Wait, I don't think the offer does. The exploration rewards has the T6B and T3A. I think. I don't think the offer did, but I'm not sure. I was going to wait to see what the cyber deals are, and if it's enough to R4, I won't get the unit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and I mean you can get all of the other quests done up until that point too, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, let's get to 5 million here. We've got all of our 4s available, so. Or most of them. And I started to rank up my lower R3s. Not for any reason in particular, other than because I had so much T4CC and overflow, and I needed to use it somewhere. So I think I only took up 2. My 2 lowest, which was a Cosmic and a Tech. So I took them from rank 3 to rank 4 to use up the T2A, and I will put ISO into them whenever we get level ups. But and I took Kingpin to rank 2 and MODOK to rank 2, and either Mojo or King Groot is going to go to rank 2, and I think it's probably going to be King Groot because he should be. It looks like he's a pretty good option for Kang. Especially the hardest part for me for Kang was the 3rd phase where you're continually losing power, and yeah, that should make that a lot easier to deal with. This is why I don't go to the dance club. That, and I'm way too old for that nonsense now. Actually, bars were never my thing, really. I didn't mind. I like pubs, though. I have 2 T6B and 2 T3A, and need about 37,000 T6B and 30. Okay, so you're pretty damn close. Okay. Okay. Do you already know who your first R4 is going to be? I think if I were to do the LOL Karina challenges, I think that would give me enough T6B. I'd still be short the T3A. But that should, what, between that and 7-3 exploration, that should give me the 3 T6Bs, and I'd be pretty close for the T2A. The dance club I used to go to all the time. Now I'm old. Well, apparently that doesn't stop some people, though. Some people are still holding on to their youth, man. Go boogie on down. That's a tough one. Either Corvus, Doom, Ghost, Omega Red, or Silver Surfer. Okay. Okay. I don't think I would do Ghost. Well, one for 7-3, it looks like she's not as applicable as other areas. Like Act 6, 7-1, 7-2, you could use her for so much of it. 7-3, it doesn't feel that way. I haven't done much of 7-3, so it's kind of unfair to say that maybe. But for what I've seen of 7-3, it doesn't seem that she's still definitely usable, but not as much as she was for other areas. I don't know if they're done changing the game to reduce her usefulness. I don't know if they're going to do more to decrease how much people rely on her in Quake. And then if you're running suicides, I really feel that the change in her timing, where she can't phase recoil anymore with the hood synergy, I think that was purposeful. So yeah, I would like, especially if Legends runs were still a thing and it was looking like she would be the go-to, I would really want to take her to rank 4. But yeah, I don't think so. And Corvus, I could see doing him as well. But for Corvus, I'd want to wait and see how applicable he's going to be for Map 8 for AQ. And then obviously if you're going for Prestige, then Doom or Silver Surfer would be the ways to go. For me, it's going to be Omega Red, eh? Wow, good for you. I mean, I just spent the last few days in Arena getting him duped, but I think my first R4 is probably going to be Apocalypse. Yeah. I think all around he would do the best for me. Not somebody I'm using in a ton of areas, but I could. And you know what? I'd actually also be okay having him at rank 4, but having him on defense. That'd be fine for me. So then, at least from there, he'd be used all the time. The only issue with that would be if I decide at some point I want to use him in AQ. Where if my AQ lanes stay consistent, then that wouldn't be necessary. But yeah, everywhere I've used, and I've used Archangel actually quite a bit for 7-3. And anytime I'm using Archangel, well, I've got Apocalypse on the team. So anytime I'm using any mutant, I've got Apocalypse on the team. But Omega Red as the first rank 4, I think that would be pretty uncommon. But partly because, people are going to be going for Prestige, which fair enough. So yeah, I think that would be one big reason why you wouldn't see too many Omega Reds at rank 4, just for Prestige. And Apocalypse would definitely bring up my Prestige at R4. Doom, yeah, I think he's going to be at R2 for quite a while. And he would not be my first R4. Worth it, but... And I don't know if I would take Claire or Diablo to rank 4 for the first in Mystic. Let's do that. Apocalypse would be a good pick for you? Yeah. Yeah, and I was kind of going... I want to take another mutant to rank 2. It's so crazy how my mutant roster has changed. Because from when I took Domino to rank 3, my mutant roster was just sad. And it's gone completely the other end of the spectrum. But I want to take a mutant to rank 2. Either White Mags, Cable, or Rogue. Rogue would be kind of like a X23 rank. Not somebody I'm going to use for anything, but I think when I do use, I'm going to have a lot of fun with. Cable would be just because he's usually going to be on the team with Apocalypse. And if ever I need to finish off a fight, or because there are definitely a few areas where he gets through things really quickly. And I'm kind of contemplating White Mags because I use him for his pre-fight a fair bit. Now, if we ever saw Legends runs come back and I needed White Mags, I've got the 6 and the 5, so I could just bring the 2 of them to use that pre-fight. But if I'm in a situation where the speed doesn't really matter, but I want that pre-fight, if I have the 6-star at rank 2, I probably can get away with not having the 5-star on the team. I'm going to see if I can get Hercules from a featured with the unit deals. Dupe him, hopefully there will be a generic 6-star. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe, but we've seen the generic 6-star for last Cyber Weekend and for July 4th. So I don't know if we'll see that again this year. Like, I don't know if they're pretty slow to increase the value of those things, so we'll probably see it again. White Mags, only if he's duped, is the best of those 3. Really? Okay. Yeah, but Cable with Apocalypse. And I don't see having Cable or using Cable without Apocalypse, but I think Cable with Apocalypse was pretty damn good. And no, so my White Mags is not the 6-star is definitely not duped. Don't think the 5-star is. But no, the 5-star might be, but the 6-star is definitely not. Yeah, and the thing with Rogue is like there's no reason in particular. It's just I think it should be fun. Forger, what's going down? You need to start arena? Well, make sure you start in the right arena, unlike other people. I guess at the end of the day, it's going to be fine because I'll end up with more points in the basic, and the featured. It's not going to be that bad. It's just going to be one more. No, it won't even be a full run of the featured. It would just be a little bit more than what I've been having to do. It's a lot of evading. There we go. You know, I could just take the basic to 6, but I think I'll stop at 5. Yeah. That is what we will do for this one. So you figure Cyber Weekend you should have, or pretty close to Cyber Weekend, you should have your first R4 then, eh, Relentless? It's not too bad. It's going to be a fair bit more for me, I think. I've been putting it off 2 arenas tedious sometimes. Yep. But if you want those units, it's the best way to go. Just got on lunch, but I'll be here. Okay. So how much of a difference will that be for your prestige for once you get an R4? I think it will increase. Yeah, I think it will increase mine by about 400. Pretty much whoever I do. Well, the only two I've looked at were Apocalypse. Silk She actually wouldn't make that big of a difference on my prestige. Apocalypse would, and then Doom would, obviously, but... Yeah, Doom would need to be awakened, and I'd have to put a bunch of Seek Stones into him. Oh, snap. I should be okay. I should be peachy. Depending on the champ, if I go Surfer, like 450, Corvus 3. Okay, well that's not too bad of a difference then either way. This keeps happening, where I'm swiping back and I just stand there. So I don't know if with the newer phone it's like more sensitive or something, but I am kind of finding that the control issues, I'm seeing them more with this than I ever did with the iPhone 8. However, this doesn't crash as frequently as the iPhone 8. So I guess it's a bit of a trade-off. But I think they had suggested that in one of their upcoming updates, obviously it wasn't the October one, so maybe the one for November, that they should have a resolution for the crashing. Almost at 1K units? Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to regain units after the Day of the Deadpool and some featured calves for Hyperion. Oh man, I was doing so well. I'll be over 30 for Friday weekend. I wanted to be at 40, but that's not going to happen. Oh snap. Oh snap. Yeah, no, we need him to throw his L2. Well, we'd be fine for his L3, but might be quicker. Yeah. Should have held off a little bit more, but we're good. For me, it's been the heavy and SPs. I go to throw, and he just stands there. Okay. It could have been at 6K, but picked up both energy and potion button. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think... If I were gonna go through 7.3, like rush through it, I would probably get the potion one. But considering I'm in no rush to get 7.3 done, yeah. They're both really good values, but if it's stuff that I can pick up over time, yeah, there's no point in using the units for it. I'm at 7K now. I want to get to 15 to save. If I drop 200, that would give me another 6K for 21. Okay. Yeah. So you want to get to 15K between now and Cyber Weekend? So that would be about 6 weeks, right? Yeah, because it's the 29th. You can do 12. Oh yeah, I guess you could if you consider opening battle chips. But I think if you're looking from arena and the game, like event quest stuff, not event quest, um, the solo event stuff, you're looking at about 1,200 a week. So that'd be 7,200. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you could get, yeah, and then if you take battle chips into consideration, yeah, you could get to 15,000. Yeah, but if you're gonna buy units, you're gonna wait until um, Cyber Weekend to do it, right? So it's like buy the units and get the other resources. I get about 1,200 a week, then I have the sigil. That's an extra. Oh, okay, okay. So 1,500 in total for you. Okay. Yeah, then you'd definitely get what you need before Cyber Weekend. We'll wait for that 100%. Yeah. So if the offer after the 10,000 wasn't something you wanted, and the 1, 4, and 10 were good but mediocre, like not spectacular, do you think you would still spend the 18,000 or the 15,000, or you would only do the 15 if there are offers that you're like, oh, I just can't resist? Because a big incentive for me going 15 for July 4th was that Awakening Gem. For whatever reason, I didn't feel the need for it from Cyber Weekend, so I skipped out on the 10K offer last Cyber Weekend. Then again, I mean, the 10K offer for July 4th was a 10 choice Nexus. So yeah, if we were to see something like that again, or a Nexus, I think it would have to be like a 10 or a 5 choice Nexus of the feet. I kind of have a feeling that's what we might see for the 10K offer for Cyber Weekend. I think we're going to see the next feature early, and I think it's going to be to pick from 10. Which, yeah, I would probably be taking advantage of that. This sucks. Okay. Yeah, I totally was not paying attention there. I hate it when he does that. He goes to the back, he blocks, and then you dash in, and of course, he's going to catch you. Okay, I need him to block one more time. No, that's not a block, bro. I think I'm going to lose it. I should probably just give up on this right now. No. They'd have to make an offer I can't refuse, like the Awakening Gem, but I would just save it. Got 3 paths in Abyss. Oh, nice. Okay. You'll get the gem that way? Yeah. Dude, you're getting close to being done, man. Nice. Do you figure you'll have Abyss done before Cyber Weekend or after? Because if you have it done before, I mean, obviously having 2 generics would be nice, but that would decrease the need or the want for paying the extra units for a generic gem. And we'll probably see, I don't think it would be a generic, but we'll probably see a 6-star Awakening gem with 7-4. I don't, well, we might see two. We might see a class-based one for 7-4 exploration, and then a generic for Act 7 exploration. I could see that happening. I mean, that's ways off yet, but... afterwards, hoping by 2022? Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! And that L2 would have finished him. Oh my god. That sucks. So I mean, I knew I was hitting him and he was regaining the health, but I didn't realize that I was losing health from that L1. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the best bet. I bet they do something game changing for cyber, like artifacts for money at first. I don't know if that'd be a good way to introduce something new like that. I mean, I guess that's what they did with the T6B and T3A. They introduced that for spring cleaning through money. But at least, oh, that's interesting. He didn't get his power gain. Interesting. But at least in that case, like, we knew what that was going to be used for. Whereas the artifacts, I don't like. Yeah, I can't see them. Because I think if you put that in the game prior to its use or what you need it for, one, I think a lot of people want to wait and see how that game mode looks like in order to make a decision if they're going to continue playing the game. And two, before you see that game mode or the relevance of the artifacts, I don't know if people would be willing to fork up anything for them. It's not pro player, but it's and money. Yeah. Well, and I mean, the thing is, too, if they do that, if it doesn't sell, it doesn't cost them anything from having them there. So, yeah, it's possible. I hadn't even thought of that before about the featured Nexus. I think that's probably what we're going to see. And if we do, and if Hyperion is in there, I'll probably be spending 15,000 units. Come on, man. Use your L2, bro. Come on. There we go. All right. Damn. He healed pretty much all the way back up. Uh-oh. Ooh, I got close. Why is Mr. Sinister being so sinister today? Normally he's not much of an issue. Okay, cool. Okay, so one more match. One more match to do. Sinister's your guy, though? Yeah, I do like him. I don't use him for anything, though, but I do like him. That he would actually be somebody that if he were getting a buff, I would be paying attention. Like normally I don't pay attention to when they come out with who's being buffed and stuff. It's not like, oh, what are they going to do or whatever. But yeah, if they were going to do a buff with him, I would be quite interested to see what that would look like. I don't think they would because he's got so much going for him already. It's just the damage is lacking. And it is a bit to ramp him up. But yeah, that would be quite interesting. All right. So this last fight will have us done. All right, cool. They would just give it Sinister a number soon up, but yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, that really is all he would need anyways, so. All right, well, let's head on out, because that is it for moi. Let's head on out with a raid on over to Mr. Taz. He is working on some arena, and he's just started, and there we go with the hashtag, and there is his URL. But yeah, that is it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.